So that shiny new game just came out, the Plucky Squire, and you want to know if it's worth your time, right? Well, let's take a look at the game first and first impressions. Keep in mind this is not a full review, this is a quick look at the game. I played the game for about 2 hours, so I'll show some footage of the game while describing it and giving a few thoughts on it. This game feels a little tedious at times. There's a lot of text to go through and a lot of pauses in the gameplay for scenes and such. This is a very casual kind of game, and also a little bit kiddie. There's some dialogue and jokes in here that makes it seem like it's for older people, but then the gameplay and the narrator makes it much more kid-like. The narrator actually keeps reminding me of a TV show for kids, Curious George. I just remember that show as being slow-paced with a narrator and an emphasis on being for kids, and this game has that same vibe, at least to me. At the same time though, the characters talk and say things that a kid wouldn't really say, so it's a strange mixture of ages going on. Okay, so that's more or less all of the negative things I have to say about the game. Other than that, I think this game is very cool in what it does. So the game begins and also takes place in Sam's room, which is a kid in actual reality, at least the game's actual reality. The Plucky Squire is actually a book he's working on that's sitting on his desk. The game begins with Jot, the name of the Plucky Squire, going over to Moonbeard's house. Moonbeard is a wizard, and also he's jamming to some beats. He wants some wax, so you go get some for him. Then you fight a honey badger in a boxing fight for the wax. The camera starts top down and then transitions to 2D and then changes yet again. This game has several different perspectives, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna skip over some dialogue, and now I'm headed over to Tome Tower to face Humgrump, the evil wizard. You're joined by Violet, a trainee witch, and Jot's friend, and then they head out. You can slash with your sword, jump, and dodge. The enemies are also incredibly easy to fight. Also, you should slash the bushes and trees with your sword to collect more light bulbs. At least I think that they're light bulbs. Regardless, it's a currency in the game, and killing enemies also gives you some. You can also come across artwork, which will be collected in your gallery. This seems to be early concepts for the game. You spend your light bulbs at Martina, a strange kiosk with arms and legs. You'll be able to buy sword damage upgrades, more artwork, as well as moves that you can perform with your sword. I unlocked a move where my character swings his sword in a 360, and then one where he throws his sword. I also upgraded the damage of my sword a couple times. In addition to Violet joining Jot's adventure, so does Thrash, another of their friends. He's a mountain troll. To get through areas, you have to solve different puzzles, usually. Sometimes you just kill the enemies and then the barrier will open. Other times you'll need to look around and figure it out. There's a mix of changing words of a sentence to create new meanings, which will then change the environment, as well as pushing blocks from one side to another to climb on, or some pressure plates that you need to set an item onto, or levers that need to be pulled. Skipping ahead some more, you face Humgrump at the top of Tome Tower. He found a copy of the book, A Plucky Squire, and realized that they're in a book and that Jot always wins. So he tries something different and ejects Jot out of the book completely. Now everything becomes 3D and Jot is out of the book and onto the desk. Here he meets Bookworm, which can travel between books. You can now jump in and out of both the Plucky Squire book and other drawings on the desk, as long as there is a green glowing circle on it. Also, now that you can do that, there will be puzzles involving that ability. I'm gonna continue skipping over stuff, but you then get the turn gauntlets, which lets you turn the page of the Plucky Squire, and this ability will also be used for solving some puzzles. So Jot goes back into the book and meets Moonbeard again. Moonbeard knew all along that they were in a book. Moonbeard is now able to talk to Jot via a rune tooth headset. Get it? Like Bluetooth? I continued fighting lots of enemies, doing puzzles, jumping in and out of books and drawings, and even talked to a character in a playing card and took their bow. That was pretty cool. I'm still progressing through the mission, and I haven't even reached the castle yet, but I decided to get off after 2 hours. I think this whole game is really freaking cool. Jumping in and out of the book and also drawings, changing words to cause different effects, fighting enemies in 2D and 3D, and just how seamless it all is. The game ran great on my end, and I never had any stutter or hitches while playing. Everything went very smoothly, and I love how easy it is to transition from 2D to 3D, and vice versa. I really like this game overall. Even with the few negative things I had to say about it in the beginning, I don't so much like it for the gameplay or the story. I think those are fine, but nothing amazing. I just like it because it's freaking cool. I've never played a game like this, and I love seeing new things in gaming. Though that's my personal opinion. Whether or not this is your type of game, I'll see you on the next one.